You made me write like a 4-word bio.
Yeah.
25? I can't fit my life into 25 words. Thanks for coming out, everyone. A round of applause for MJD for putting this together. Stellar lineup. I've been stoked for a long time. I've been SB stoked. I stole that from Joel. So I'm going to start with one poem that I wrote recently for Casey. Is Casey here tonight? Casey does Write Club, and it's this themed reading series, and I kind of hate themes, but this turned out well. So. I was outside, so I had to write some outside poems. The outdoor poems. This is number 19. Eyes like Walden's Pond. I am waiting for a moment, a movement under the moonlight, mouth open for a taste. Reminded by a reflection, I am all man, all arms and inclinations, always seeing stars on the surface and surprised each time when the net returns with fish.
Yeah.
And so the final, 7 poems are part of this series that I'm working on, which is also the title of my manuscript, which is still looking for a home if there are any people out there who are looking to publish me and Holly. Music for Mussolini. Of all the water in all the ways in all the world, you are the tears falling. Sing me the song you sung one night on the bridge, over the river, over what you thought was the river. It's all moving. Everything's aluminum out here. The world's wrapped in its own plastic. The self unmistakably veiled in its selflessness. Wanted nothing to be all imagined, all encompassing. To live among others who are living. Spill out the work needed. Spill out the words you want to hear. Wanted only that which could be tucked into a smile, easily given, understood. Write this. We have burned all of their villages just to rebuild them. Write this. The poem will not save the poem. Write this. We are smiling in our discontentment. Music from Mussolini. There's always an occupation and a rifle at someone's back. Always a feeling and a clock on the wall. Clumped salt in the shaker and ships on the horizon. Be it stars or starvation, compasses are pointing embarrassed. By all these bodies undone in the daylight, somewhere between Old Testament and tomorrow, you sit on a hill like Li Po, your heart swelling like the feet of Sisyphus. Music from Mussolini. And there's no telling, but I'm certain I'd like to be dust, swept from the mausoleum floor. And often there are days like this, when I wake in the same body, and what I want the least shimmers like an earring in the lobe of a lover, and I think you are the broom pushing everything out of reach. Music for Mussolini. He says the evening was iced tea in his mason jar, and you're so young, you think you know what he means, how to talk to him. He's stretched across the bed, a barge out at sea, wants to be in his chair. Remember when his legs worked? You don't. He wants to watch you run, skip around like his memory, feel your steps, your mother's not even born yet. How to explain your existence? He could hop the hill faster than the mail truck. Why can't you, he asks. Moving his face towards the sun, moving his face towards you, his smile. See it as confirmation. Ignore his hands shaking below the sheet, eyes reflecting the ward walls. If only he could remember, he might know you're not just one luminous tile in that sun-drenched room of hundreds. music from Mussolini. And with all these birds singing, how will I know which are extraneous, which are sacrosanct? If I could return your smile, bright and irreplaceable, like a moon, like a button, so delicate and coming unraveled, and there is no word for this, and there is a word for this, and I am waiting for it to fall from your lips like the first fruit of the season, as bruised as we were ever, and beautiful. Music from Mussolini. How the rock offers pieces of itself to the shore. I am studying what stays, tracing with this finger the shadows where frames once hung. What is still with us? Which words are we using these days, and where can I find them? The last drop of wine rolls off the glass. You've said something. I have it written here. The night lies like hot iron under a hammer, and I took it to mean all the fires are figurative, and asked, how then shall we ever be extinguished? Music from Mussolini. Of all the water in all the ways in all the world, you are the tears falling. She used to sing to me, say it's freezing outside. Aren't you glad you're a snowflake? And now I go to bed as drunk as any moon, body nestled in my heart's sorrow, and not hear her. She comes only in dreams now, asks if a soul can grow too big for a body, and if he hurts the way we hurt. God, I hope so. But I don't know what to say. I tell her a line of turtles. It's turtles all the way down. Words from a dying man, because the image won't leave me. Them inching toward the sea, infant and infinitesimal, because it sounds something like an answer, because it sounds something like a riddle, because pronouns grow weary in their skin, dreaming to be more. I tell her. Try to laugh a little, she says. It's all just music from Mussolini.
Good job, Joe.